Good afternoon, YouTube. How are you this afternoon? I'm pretty good. It's been a really good day. Um, I'm tired, or at least I should say my feet are tired. Uh, it's about 5 p.m. Central Time, and we're actually done for the day, a little bit early. Um, Today is pretty much the end of the week for the current flatbed training class, so I was with them for roughly 3 days. Um, Yesterday, they all took their evaluations, and things went really, really well. We had a lot of guys who had paid attention and studied and got perfect scores on their evaluations. But everybody that took it passed, which is a great thing. That's becoming a trend now, from what I'm understanding, is that entire classes are passing. And I think that's mostly because the training has been streamlined and some things clarified. I keep finding myself comparing what I went through versus what is going on now, and I have there was nothing really wrong what I went through that I could see, but I've noticed that some of the changes they've made to the training, as far as I've seen it so far, with only 3 days here, things have gotten a lot better. Um, Today, after they had passed their exams yesterday, we started on tarping, and that went really well. I've noticed a marked change in that from when I took tarping here just a couple months ago. Um, they've really outlined a better way of demonstrating how tarping works, and it makes it a lot easier for the guys to understand. Um, and the new instruction guidelines sheets that they're now producing really, really helps as well. But the particular class that is here, this was their last day in the training base. They'll have a little bit in the morning um, before they're turned over to, finish being turned over to operations, or training operations, I should say, and start heading out to get with their trainers. And tomorrow afternoon, the new crop of people who have finished orientation, both students and experienced drivers who have finished the first week of orientation, will be coming upstairs to join us in the flatbed, and I'll be able to see the whole thing from the beginning. Uh, right now, my instruction duties are pretty much limited to observing and helping out and correcting obvious things that I know well in the training bays. I'm not really doing anything in the classroom as of yet, other than assisting and covering small things that I could do. I haven't been tasked with actually teaching any securement yet, and I don't really believe that I'll be probably lecturing or presenting any of that probably for a couple of weeks until I've got down Maverick's training system, uh, to a T. There's still a lot of things I need to pick up. But today was good. We went through the training for tarping, and I found that for me, actually helping the guys get their basics down helped me, because as you know, even up until the last week, I was kind of struggling with tarping over time, and since today I sat through the initial instruction through the new way that they're doing it, teaching it. I actually found that my original skills were not up to snuff, and now I know how to properly get some things done that I was struggling with before. Um, Maybe in the future, when I start doing some more training videos on how to do things, I can show those techniques in my videos. Um, so I'm really, really happy about that. Uh, Other things that happened today, I met with the director of training, and he kind of officially welcomed me. He's been out for a couple of days, and he came back today, and I got a chance to meet with him this afternoon, and get a proper welcome and get his philosophy on how instructors and everybody works within the training facility, and what his expectations and kind of his policies are. and what expectations there are of me and how long this is gonna go on. I've been told pretty much that my assignment here is for 6 to 8 weeks, possibly longer, or until they don't need me anymore. I mean, it's only been a couple of days, but I could already see that I would like to continue doing this indefinitely. But that's, of course, that's up to Maverick and their staffing requirements. But if I do well in this trial period or this temporary position, that I could be called back to train again and possibly come here full time. I know that would be kind of hard for my family to a certain extent because I would be in Little Rock full time with my family still in Texas. But here's my philosophy on that. If I'm going to be over the road working, it's no different than that and being here full time. I do know that if I do eventually get offered a permanent position here with Maverick in the training center or in something along those lines, that I would not want to be regulated to sleeping in hotels or here at the campus rooms. I would probably go ahead and venture out and find me an apartment somewhere in the Little Rock area, not in Little Rock proper, but probably somewhere a little bit farther out, maybe a half hour or so drive, where I could have a place that was not part of the campus full time, but still be able to go home on my days off and then come back and still be well rested and still see the family and do everything else. Because it would really be the same as trucking, pretty much. Being over the road and being here. It's just the fact that my place where I sleep every night would not be rolling, as opposed to being a driver on the road all the time. So that's it. Probably a little bit longer than I thought this video would be, but for the moment, everything is going well. Of course, then again, it's only day 3, and I will continue to update y'all over the next every couple of days as things go on. Like I said, we got a new class starting tomorrow, and I'll be able to follow them from the beginning, and that will be great because I'll be able to take notes on teaching styles and things like that. So with that said, I hope y'all have a great evening. Until we talk again, keep the shiny side up, 73s, and I'll talk to you later.